Walker. How are you?
Fine. How's your day going?
It's going well, thank you. All right, so I'm just going to get started with your ID.
Okay.
And then we'll sign with the blue pen. So I will provide you with that pen. All right.
Okay.
So just use that. I'm fake.
Mm-hmm.
All right, So I'm going to fill this out. While I'm doing that,
Okay.
can you go ahead and sign my journal?
Yes.
This is just saying that we did a notarization today of the documents that you're going to sign.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so if you can just put your address here, your phone number, and then your signature,
Okay.
and then I'll fill out the rest, okay?
Okay.
All righty. New passport, huh? You guys going somewhere fancy?
We just know that it was taking a long time to get them, and ours was going to expire next year. So.
Okay. All right, so I'm gonna hold on to this for a moment because I'll need to get a picture of that, okay?
Okay.
All right, and while I have my journal out, I'm just gonna go ahead and just put your information on there.
Okay.
All right, and then I will complete this afterwards. All right, you ready to get started?
Yes.
All right, so we are doing a refinance today. I always like to start with the money part because I want to make sure that the numbers on the closing disclosure is what you guys talked about with your loan officer, okay?
Okay.
All right, so it's showing that you are refinancing $512,187 at a 2.75 interest rate. Your payment's going to be $2,478.79, and it's a cash refinance cash out, so you'll get $40,516.66 back. Does that sound like what you talked about with your loan officer?
Yes.
All right, great. I need you to go ahead and sign as your name appears below, and then make sure you date it with the 4-digit year for me. All right, thank you very much. All right, so there's 2 closing disclosures in here, so I need you to go ahead and just sign the next signature page. And they are exactly the same.
Okay.
Just sign that page there.
Oh, sorry.
All right, thank you so much. All right. The next one is the hold harmless. Now this is just talking about your taxes. You know, they're gonna close your old escrow, create the new one. In between the time that they close the old and create the new, if there's any taxes that there's a shortage, you'll be responsible for that shortage, okay?
So just sign on this.
Yep, just sign, just as you see your name, no date, please. The next document is the mortgage payoff, same thing. They're gonna pay the mortgage off. If the settlement statement isn't right, they'll redo it, and if there's a difference, you'll be responsible for that, okay?
Okay.
Just sign there. All right, thank you. The next one is the borrower's affidavit. This document just says that, well, it asks, do you have any liens on your home?
Okay.
Do you owe anybody any money for doing work on your home? Any active bankruptcies,
No.
delinquent taxes, and is your home listed currently for sale?
No.
Okay, great. All right, so here, if you can just check your citizenship for me. Thank you. And then you would just sign your name, no date, please. Thank you. The next one's going to be a compliance agreement. This one just says if there's any typographical errors or anything like that, that you'll comply with getting those taken care of, okay?
Okay.
All right. Can you put the first day of August 2021 for me, and then sign your name there for me? No date, please. All right, so the next one is just the post-closing contact information. If for whatever reason they need to contact you after closing, they'll use this information below.
Okay.
So they do want you to provide all this information
Okay.
if you like. The next document that we'll go over is just the client notary instructions, okay? Again, my disclaimer, I am, the notary, I'm here to just witness you sign the documents, and these are the following documents that you'll sign. Now, during the process, if you have any questions, we'll be more than happy to call your loan officer if you have questions, but these are just all the documents that you're gonna pretty much sign today. And I just wanna make sure I go over, get your ID, make sure you sign everything that you're supposed to sign, and today I'll leave you with a temporary coupon, okay? A payment coupon. So if you can sign and date there for me. All right, so the next one is just some closing instructions. It talks about your loan, and it tells about the fees that you incurred to actually get the loan. So I will give you this page and this page, because these are the costs that you incurred, okay? So there are your closing costs there. So sign and date for me. The next one is your note. It is your promise to pay back the $512,187 at your 2.75 interest rate, and your first payment won't be until September 1st, okay? And sign that, and please do not date that. All right, the next one's simple. If you don't pay on time, you're gonna have a late fee. All right.
I should place this date here.
Yes, please put that date with the 4-digit year. The next one is your deed. If you can just take a look at your deed and just make sure that your spelling of your name is correct.
It is.
All right, great. So we'll have you sign page 14 of 15, and then I get to do my magic on 15. All right, so just sign, and please do not date that. Good Lord, excuse me. All right. All right. Next one is just the application. It's just saying this is all the information that you provided your loan officer to get you qualified for the loan. Okay. Since you are just individual credit, there's only one place for you to sign on the application there, and if you can just put your date there for me with that 4-digit year, please. Thank you. All right, next one says your payment of $2,478.79 will be due on September 1st, okay? And then the temporary coupon that I was telling you about, I'm gonna go ahead and put this over to the side. Just in the event that you don't get your online access set up or anything in the mail, you can send your first payment to this particular address, okay? All right, so the next one is just an occupancy and financial status. It just says that you'll be in the home within 60 days. I mean, it's beautiful. It looks like you've been here, girl.
Thank you.
You'll be here for at least a year, and that your financial status has not changed since you have applied for the refi. All right, thank you. The next one is just the borrower certification and authorization. It just says that all the information you provided in your application is true, and that you did authorize them to check your credit, your taxes, and your social security number, okay? All right. The next one is just saying that you are only applying for the one loan for the 512-187. If no other loans have been made for it, go ahead and check there for me. All right, and then sign this one. Thank you. All right, the next one just simply says you're required to have homeowners insurance, okay? And of course, they say your deductible can't, exceed 5% of the face value of the insurance policy, okay? The next one is just a request to get your tax return. If you can X that box for me and then sign and date with that 4-digit year, please. Thank you. All right. Next one is your W-9. You're just going to certify that your social security number actually is correct. If you can confirm your social security number is right there.
It is.
And then sign and date. Thank you. All right. The next one is just consent to use your tax return.
Okay.
All right. The next one is the compliance agreement. It just says again, if there's any typographical errors or anything like that, you'll comply with getting those corrected within a timely fashion. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Another correction agreement. This one is a limited power of attorney. It does not change the rate of your term. They can't change your rate or your terms or anything like that. It's just for typographical errors or corrections that need to be made. Okay.
Okay.
All right. The next one is the employment affidavit. It just says that you're still employed and you don't know that you're going to be laid off tomorrow, right?
No, hope not.
Hope not either.
No,
Knock on some wood. All right. The next one's the Federal Equal Credit Opportunity Act notice. It just says that if you feel like you're being discriminated against on your rate, you have a right to file a complaint.
Okay.
All right. The next one is just your escrow disclosure. It's going to say out of all your payments that you're making into your escrow account, when it's time to pay your taxes and then your insurance, this is what how they'll break it up. Okay.
Okay.
And speaking of taxes, the next one is the impound authorization, and this just authorizes them to set up your escrow account, your new escrow account. Okay.
Okay.
The next one is probably your favorite. It's your schedule of payments.
Absolutely.
I mean, just 360 of them. That time's going to go by so fast. All right. Now, there is nothing for you to sign on this amortization schedule. Your lender has a portal, and of course, all your information, all your documents are already uploaded there.
Okay.
So you'll have access to that if you ever want to just take a look at it.
Okay.
All right. You don't pay, they're going to report it negative to the credit bureau.
We don't want that.
And it looks like they only pulled one of your credit scores, so if you can just take a look at it and
Okay.
then initial, since you're using your middle name, make sure you go ahead and initial with all three initials at the bottom.
Okay.
Here's your credit score, and they just pulled the Equifax one. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Did you do all pages?
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so the next one is just your signature name affidavit. There's just a couple variations, so there's two different variations of your name. So this one is with your middle name, well, actually you have three. So this one has your full name signed there, just as you see it, and then the different variations, just sign those two as well, as you see them. Thank you. Oh, I better do my part here. All right. Getting close to the end. All right, love, you have a right to choose your own insurance provider.
Okay.
All right. And this one is just the undisclosed debt acknowledgement. They just want to know if you have any debt that you did not disclose at the time of the application. And you hadn't went out and bought a boat, right?
No.
Okay.
No.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and sign and
Okay.
date that. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so this next one is a hardship form. It just says that your first payment will not cause an undue hardship on you financially.
No.
Okay. All right, finally, you do have a right to cancel. If you decide that you do want to cancel, you would sign in this box and you would date it here.
Mm-hmm.
You would send it back to this address and have it postmarked by midnight on this date here, okay?
Okay.
Today you are only acknowledging that you received this, so if you could just go ahead and sign and date there. And there. so these are gonna be your copies. If you decide to cancel, you send one back and then you'll have one for your records, okay?
Okay.
Alright. And then that's it, love. I am just gonna double check and make sure I didn't miss anything.
Okay.
And you are getting your $40,000 back. And so you need where's my form? Your form to get your payment. So I always save this for last because as I am checking and making sure I've completed everything, then you can do this because what's going to happen is you're getting that $40,000 back. I mean, you want the postman to deliver you a $40,000 check? Okay,
No,
so you want to get it wired? Okay.
Yes. Quickly.
All right, so the main thing we want to make sure on this form here is that you know your bank's name, you know your account number, but your routing number.
Okay.
Sometimes the wire transfer number and the bank routing number are different. Now, it depends on if you have a SIN Federal Credit Union, it's going to be the same. If you have Bank of America, it's going to be different.
Okay.
So, do you know if your numbers are the same or not?
You told me to check, so I did check.
Yay.
And
Okay,
they were
great.
the same.
Okay, great. All right, so go ahead and since you know all that information, go ahead and fill that out.
Okay.
If you don't have to, if you know that this information is correct, you don't have to provide that voided check and then sign and date for me.
Okay.
All right, let's take a look here. Oh, looks like you forgot to date that one. Can you date that for me?
Yes.
Oh, right here.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's why I always double check because it seems like it's always just one little thing that I miss or it's just so easy to miss.
I'm sure you told me.
All right. Have you been on your portal for for your new lender?
Yes, I have.
Oh, good. Okay, great. I love the fact that you don't have to print another set of documents. Like people don't usually, they don't like all the extra paperwork. So being able to just log in and have access to all your information online, I think that's awesome. All right, I get to send this back to FedEx. And we are all done here. Thank you so much for having me in your home. I'm gonna put your money on top, okay? And all right,
Thank you for doing this for me.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Thank you. I appreciate that. So we will get this shipped off to FedEx, and I'll put that label on there. All right. I got my book signed. I'll take my pens and spray them down.
Yes.
All right. Oh, I got to get a copy of your driver's license with my phone that's on the thing over there.
Okay. I believe I also emailed them to you. Did you?
No.
No. You want me to?
No. All right. So then I would just get a copy of your ID, and then I would just give this back to you.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.